Hello, welcome you all. Today, I'm going to show you a brand new set of offers from Dassault System, that is 3D Experience platform. I'm Jamin Chawda, working as application engineer at Engineering Technique. We are based at Gujarat, having offices at Vadodara, Ahmedabad, and Surat. So 3D Experience SolidWorks is the industry's leading solution, which provides the designers and engineers a bunch of features and tools to build product faster. Customers will get benefit from easy to use interface. It also has capabilities of SolidWorks 3D CAD and other apps which are designed to seamlessly work with 3D Experience platform. It provides you a secure product-centric data management and collaborative workflow which improves productivity. 3D Experience SolidWorks delivers more value to users while reducing administration overhead through subscription licensing, easy deployment, and enhance interoperability with other 3D Experience platform apps. So, why 3D Experience SolidWorks? It actually modernizes the SolidWorks strategy to a cloud-centric expanding portfolio, transform from product to platform thinking, integrates SolidWorks into a 3D Experience platform, builds the bridge from the present to the future of design, and having a competitive advantage in all sales situation. So after a pandemic situation, many of us are now working from home and remote offices, and we need to be productive and collaborative. So 3D Experience platform is a one-stop solution for everyone in the design and manufacturing ecosystem. It is using Amazon Web Services to provide a secure environment that can be accessed from anywhere at any time and on any devices. You just require a web browser and internet connection. So today we are going to focus on these topics. Throughout the demo, we are using this safety rescue equipment. It's a spreader assembly. So we are going to work on this model. And today's demo, I will show you introduction to Solid 3D Experience platform, virtual collaboration with Teams. Next, we will see how SolidWorks is integrated in 3D Experience platform by creating a part and assembly, automatic revision management, and throughout the demo, we will see a collaborative workflow in use. So let me just start off with the browser. So let's log in into the platform. So I'm in the web browser accessing 3D Experience platform with my user credential. Users having credentials will have access to platform from anywhere on any device. So we will see a dashboard with the different tabs, widgets, apps loaded in it. There's a data tab, project, community, and other tabs are also there. So dashboard is a fully customizable interface in 3D Experience platform. We can customize it as per the roles like managers dashboard, engineers dashboard, approver. So you can see if I switch to engineers dashboard, I have limited tabs available for the access. So we can configure and customize the dashboard as per the roles and requirement. So users can select the relative apps, relative widgets to load in the uh, role in the dashboards. Next, I'm currently in the whole metro admin dashboard right now, and let's see the data drive. So it's a secure data storage. So users can create folders and store any type of files, just like your local drive folder. You can just drag and drop files directly from your local drive to 3D drive on cloud. So also we will get a thumbnail previews of files as well. We can see file preview in 3D player. So let me just create a new folder over here. So right now I'm just, you can see the 3D previews files of the And let us create an folder into the drive and just drop some file in it. So 3D drive provides you a secure storage to store any files on the cloud. It's a part of 3D experience platform. Next, in the resource tab, I might want to have access to SolidWorks blog for the latest updates. So on the left of my screen, in the feed reader, I will get it and it will keep me updated. So on the next, I have set my SolidWorks web page. So where we can set frequently visited websites, we can attach data files over here, which can be shown in a form of a bar or it can be shown as a pie chart. So all these available in 3D Experience Cloud platform. Now let's go and create a project folder. So I'm going to in the collaborative space and creating a new project folder in the name of whole macro spreader design, giving same as in the description. Set family to the design. So I want to store any kind of data over here and set visibility to private. So only members of the folders having access of it. We can configure the user access to the project folder. So let me just add Manish and Asutosh. So as they are already working on this rescue equipment project, now here you can see I have already many other project folders created. So just need to click on it and we'll have the access of the files. You can find 3D models, drawings, and you just need to drag and drop files into the 3D player for the preview. I also just again drag and drop files to my lifecycle tool where we can manage the approval processes. So the 3D player, it's like the you can have the preview of the files. You can have a explode auto explode view. Auto explode features are also there for better visibility, internal part details. Also, we can cut through the sections of the assembly. So it's just like the e-drawing. What we are using is in a desktop version, but currently this is the a web-based, cloud-based tool. So also there's a measure tool is available for the part measuring. So it's just like similar functions and features what are there in the e-drawing we have now available on the cloud using 3D Play. And whatever the files we saved in the collaborative space that can be followed by a process workflow. So your every file is goes throughout the process like it will come first comes into in work then goes to the release. Accordingly, we will set the status. And now let me just open the SolidWorks from the platform to work on that assembly file of the spreader. So we are going to work on the spreader assembly. So it's a current project on which Manish has already worked. Manish Ashutosh is working. As we have created collaborative space for the same, so let's open the assembly. So it's a rescue tool used by fire department or emergency service department. There's a hydraulic actuator and the jaw. So those are the functional components of this device. And on the right of the screen, in the 3D experience add-in, uh, it requires to set full macro spreader design at the current collaborative space in the my session. So let's just set the collaborative space over here, and you can see it shows the assembly tree having status of files that are not saved in 3D experience platform. So let me just save all the files on the cloud, which will be uploaded to the Holmetro project folder and shows it is saved to the 3D experience platform. It will change the status of in work and the maturity status of revision A1. So let's see how it looks into the browser. So you can see in the whole Metro Spreader folder, I will get all the files now uploaded in on the cloud. So let's just drag and drop files to get a preview of it. So keeping all the references intact, like the assembly, sub-assembly, part references, it will upload all the files to the cloud. Now let us release the assembly. So files in the collaborative space, we need to follow the process to further increment the revisions. So which can be followed by a process workflow. So all my file status has been changed to released, as well as we can identify the file name, which collaborative space is it has been uploaded, the description, the part number. So all the details we can find in the 3D experience add-in available in SolidWorks. Now let's see the bill of material of this assembly in the web browser. So in the BOM tab, we can get detailed bill of material of this assembly. Just you need to drag and drop. So we have a search tool available. You can easily search the files and just drag and drop the assembly file to the uh, bill of material tab, and we will get the details like revision numbers, maturity states, who the user who has created the files, and the enterprise item number, what we are connecting with the ERP as well as SAP. So currently in this assembly, in total, we have around 30 number of components are there, right? So the assembly is in the revision A1. So let's just publish the design for the team review. Whatever the designs we have made, like Manish and Asudesh has made, so I'm just going to uh, publish this design on the community. So from the preview app, I will capture the image of the device and creating a post in whole Metro community, specifying the spreader assembly and the detail. So you can see currently I'm logged in as a Jaimin, and I will ask Manish to do a review. So next I have again log in as a Manish. So Manish is searching for the file 4240 and just drag and drop to in the preview window for the design review. So he found few components are pending. So let's just hide some components over here. So I just remove the battery, the screws, and the handle part. So here you can see it requires to generate the connecting pin over here with the hydraulic actuator as well as the jaw, right? So let me just add a note specifying that required to create a new part to complete the fully functional device. So let me again just capture the image and send it back into the comment to Jaimin that it requires to add the component. So I'm attaching the same image saying that need to create new parts to complete assembly. So let's conduct a team meeting. So he asking to create a team meeting for the further action plan and uh, completion of the designs. So now I will switch over into my login. So in my login I will get notification from Manish saying that check this he has checked this model and he wants to conduct a team meeting. So now I'm in my team meeting tab having a widgets of 3D lane. So there's already a team created. So let's see the design team. So it's different lingates are available. This tool is useful for like shop floor meetings. So whatever the content Asutosh and Manish has created, it has uploaded over here. Few training manuals, and now I'm in the sketch tab where you can see the rest components are not there. So what I do, I will just create some idea sketching to create those components. So I need to create some part like a rod end that will be connected as a threaded shaft having two pivot holes like this, and that can be connected with a link component like connecting link kind of a component I also need to create over here. So to complete this assembly I need to create two new part design. So one is the rod end component sketched in the green color, and second one is the connecting link pin. So that was highlighted as in a blue color. Also here I can specify and get the notes from the teammates as well. So 3D Lean is also helpful to capture the meeting notes and comments from the users as in a form of action log or problem log. So actions need to be taken that designing a rod end to complete the product design. Second action needs to be done, creating a link component using the X design. And after that, need to complete the assembly model by adding all those components. Also want to capture some of the problems for the rescue equipment. So I'm now changing the sticker color. So the yellow will highlighted as a action log and the pink which will be highlighted as a problem logs. So design should be robust for the rescue equipment. Minimal power usage will be focused to the design equipment, and product should be lightweight as it is in the handheld device. So whatever the problems and action log we have captured over here during the team meetings, that can be converted to a task. Okay, so let me just go to the action log, and now I will bifurcate which actions to be should be taken on priority basis. So designing the rod end and X design, I will prioritize today's task, and the assembly modeling completion, which will be done within the week. So let's just generate the task on the basis of the action log. So it will automatically generate the task for the user, the task owner, and the task assignee. So with the 3D Lean, we can capture the necessary points discussed in the meetings and share it with the team members. So all users get updated with the latest status of the project. So you can see the task has been generated over here in the name of creating link as well as designing rod end to complete the product design. Also have the attachment, file attachments are there, the description, the titles. We can set the priorities, we can set the timelines, dates when we have planned, start of the plan and end of the plan. You can set the assignees over here. So what I will do is now I let me just create another task individually to show you that how it will be work. So here now I'm going to create and generate the task in the name of designing road end for the spreader assembly, giving the description of designing a rod end for the spreader assembly, setting the priority to high, and this task I am going to assign it to the Asutosh. So Asutosh is going to work on this uh, part creation. So he is going to model this rod end part. Low, medium, urgent, high. What are the priorities you can set as per the requirement? So I will have set as a high priority task, and I'm going to attach the files. I'm just specifying the file name, and it will add the at- file as an attachment over here. So let's just save this task. Again, want to create the other task that is related to link component, what we have just sketched as in a blue color, and that I'm going to assign to myself, which I need to design in the X design. So link part which will be used for the spreader jaw and rod head connection, and I'm going to design it using the X design. and this task I will assign to myself. Just save it. So here I have a task in my user task that I need to design the link component. So what I do is I will go to the description. I will check the description and what components I need to design. So I will go to the attachment and let me just start off with the X design, selecting the whole metro spreader as an space where I need to save the component. So XDesign is actually a browser-based design tool. So you can see here we have a sketch tool, solid modeling tools, and feature tabs, same as SolidWorks. So I'm just creating a sketch using shortcuts. So shortcuts what we are using in SolidWorks, same shortcuts you can utilize over here in the XDesigns, creating a circle geometry, giving dimensions of 39. And let me just again create the connection point between two centers. So this is the construction line. I just want to make it the center geometry. So let's complete the sketch, adding the relations. So let's just again give the dimensions to complete the sketch, and it's really easy. We can utilize this browser-based XDesign tool to design the 3D models, 3D components, giving the dimension of 45. So this is what I have just completed the sketch, and let me just generate the volume. So I'm selecting the sketch and it will automatically generate the volume. So it's completely a browser based application where we can design the component giving a thickness of 15 mm, adding a fillet to remove the sharp edges. It will also pop up with the fillet suggestions, automatically pick and select the multiple edges. Let's remove the sharp edges on the face front side with the 2 mm and saving the component. So that can be directly saved on the cloud itself. So next Asutosh is going to create a part model in SolidWorks. So Asutosh is getting notifications to complete the task for the rod and component. So you also get assembly file in the attachment to work on. So just drag and drop that files from the browser itself directly to the SolidWorks. So creating a new component, creating a sketch as suggested in the team meeting sketch. So giving the dimension of 20 mm of the radius, 50 mm of the center distance. Again creating few sketches using the shortcut tools, we can easily generate the geometry, and you can see I am currently working in a SolidWorks to generate the geometry, and that assembly what I have opened directly from the 3D experience by using drag and drop functions and features. So I'm completing the sketch, and now let's generate the volume. So having the thickness of 40 mm, let me just complete this part model by adding a threaded shaft on the bottom face. So 33 mm of the diameter and 50 mm of the length, and it's actually the threaded shaft, so it also requires the undercut. And also let's remove the sharp corners. So I'm giving the fillets over here of the 30 mm of the fillets. So let's just complete the part model by removing some material. Okay, so now let me also just add. So it's a threaded shaft, that's why it's required the undercut. Let me just add the predefined features over here, the undercut feature, which are required to add the 4 mm of size. I will change the size as per the requirement. And let me add the thread, cosmetic thread over here. Okay. So also requires to remove the sharp corners, as well as want to add the tab threaded holes on the bottom face of the component. Let's remove the sharp corners using chamfer having size of 2 mm. So it's just easily we can generate this kind of component, and let's apply the material and save this component to the cloud. So first of all, it is going to be saved locally on my uh, drive. So let us just complete the drawing part as well. So I'm also going to create the drawing for this component. So I'm saving this component in the name of rod end one, and also let me just make a drawing. So it will automatically populate all three views as well as isometric view, just like this. Let me just add the dimension to complete this drawing. Just clean up some dimensions, set alignments and arrangement. Okay. So now I'm going to save this drawing file as well as my model file. Both I'm going to save onto the cloud. So currently you can see it has not applied any status, as well as the revision number is not there. So now I'm going to save these components on the drive. So it will come up with the status of in work. Yeah, so you can see it has come up with the revision A1 as well as maturity state shown as an in work. So now let's complete the assembly. I'm going to send this component to the release. So both my part is going to send for the release. Then I need to add this component into assembly as well. So right now we are in the assembly file wherein I need to add the components. So let me just change the maturity status of assembly as I'm going to add few components over here. So let me search for the rod end what we have just created. So it's really a quick search tool available inside the by using this 3D Experience platform add-in. We have a search quick search available. So using that we can easily find the components and just you need to have drag and drop the part. Also, let me bring down the other components like the connecting pin, connecting link, what we have designed connecting pin. Yes. So again, just drag and drop from the window. Few other components like the pivot pins also needs to be added over here. So let me just complete the assembly by adding some relations and mates. So let me just set this component into the center geometry from here. So easily we can add the components and feature mates relations to the part. Let me again just copy the second component on the opposite end. Just drag and drop. Applying a smart mate, it will automatically match the two holes by concentric mate. Again adding the same. So let's call the remaining components like the pin, the pivot pins, what requires to complete this assembly file over here. So having the size of 22 mm of dia and length is around 50 mm. So what it shows over here is the single file but having a multiple configurations. So 3D Experience is easily identified all the configurations and it will show you those all the configurations in the list. So you can easily get a configuration specific file directly from the drag and drop window. Okay, so again I have just also add few more components. So here what I want to highlight is you can see there is a symbol of SolidWorks and the connecting pin is having a symbol of 3D experience. So it will also bifurcate and give the identification of what part we have created in SolidWorks and what part we have created in 3D experience. Like the part created in X design is highlighted as an 3D experience symbol, and part what we have created in SolidWorks is it is highlighted as an the SolidWorks symbol. So right now in this component, it is actually fouling with the pin. So pin is having a thickness of 15 mm and this slot size is around 12 mm. So what I do is I will now going to change the size of 12 to 15, and let me just update the drawing. So drawing has been updated, and model also is going to be updated, but the file is having a revision of A1, and currently it's in the release state. So let me again generate the new revision for the same file, right? So I will select the new revision, and what it does is it will generate the revision B1 for this rod end one component. So it will automatically increase the revision number over here and set again the maturity state to in work. So earlier my file is shown as in the revision release status. Now it will show as a in work status. Again the same, we have added the few components over here, just like the connecting pin as well as rod end as well as the other circlips and pins what we have added over here. So that's why we also need to revise the main assembly file. Okay, so I will just select the main assembly file and say that revise the main assembly file. Currently it is having the revision A1, and send these files to the revision. So it will automatically increment the revision number to next number. Okay, so this is how we can manage the revisions, which can be automatically update with the change of state, change of maturity states. So now let's just compare the bill of material differences between the revision A1 and the revision B1. So what are the differences are there, like the components what we have just added over here. So we can also compare the bill of material in the 3D experience platform. So on the left you can see I have the A1, and on the right I will set the B1 to compare with. So I'm just going to hit the compare. So what it shows me is like the differences, the number of component what we have added over here. It will also highlight the parts in the color coding. The differences like the revision component, the moved component, only components what are there in the revision B1. You can see it was highlighted as in the green color mark. Okay, so this way we can easily create and manage this the assemblies, the designs, the part models. So the 3D experience SolidWorks also offers some big advantages over the traditional SolidWorks. Like when it comes to deployment, which can be dramatically reduce your IT overheads and complexity. So SolidWorks will directly install from the 3D experience by just simply you need to click on the apps. It stays always the latest version. It will automatically push the critical errors and fixes. So it's actually completely a browser based, easy to integrate the secure cloud backup and storage. So with the 3D experience SolidWorks, you also get the data management, inbuilt data management. So we have also seen that as well.